We hear
Yay,
you.
I think we got everyone here.
We got everybody in the call, just not everybody on roll 20.
Dang it.
Dragonstorm.
Who are we still missing on
Jovial.
roll 20?
We're missing Jovial.
There he
Now we
is.
got him.
Sorry, I have to restart my computer every day.
It's okay. I highly understand that.
That sucks.
I
That
still
really
think
does.
that I still think this was from Witcher 3. This picture.
What picture? The picture that I posted?
No, the picture that's on roll 20.
Yeah.
Oh.
Witcher 3 towns.
What the heck is Witcher 3?
It's a game. Have you ever heard of The Witcher?
I have. Actually, fun fact.
This looks like Novigrad.
Can I say this? We are 112 away from having 321 12s. Hello?
Oh.
I'm listening. It's just I did not realize we were that many 12s away.
For having 321?
Yeah.
Oh, we're only one away.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
One.
But then watch, somebody's gonna roll that very fateful one.
Yep. It's always a 1 in 20 shot. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not.
Well,
I'm 25
anyway.
away from 200 nat 1, so I'm like, yikes.
Well,
Back on
anyway,
track, those cats.
are we all set to play?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Paste.
So the last time we were together, everyone was trying to figure out the creatures that attacked the Lotus House, and what's behind the sleepy spell that some of you were under. While Daisel takes a very long nap, Polnir discovers something strange about some medicine berries that Sonia was capturing, all thanks to Dr. Flaretone. Two of you went to see her themselves, and Noel and Cortana, and try to get into her head what's her plan, but kind of failed. So after all that, we will quickly jump right back to the Lotus House. While the kids are practicing times tables and all that, everyone gathers around Lorelei, who studies the berries, and I'm actually gonna have her roll it.
I guess she's the only one that can.
Besides Daisy,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. She's a druid, so it makes sense.
Oops.
Druids are naturally herbalists.
Yep, accidentally clicked it twice, so gonna do with the 13.
Okay.
And she says, yep, these berries do have the properties of high focus, sleepiness, and calmness. However, the sugar around them, that's not normal.
So what you're trying to tell us is somehow, some way, there are layman's terms tranquilizer berries in here.
In some way, yes, but it's not the berries themselves. It's more the sugar that's on it.
I figured. I thought it was the berries. But how is it in the sugar? Can you explain?
Best guess I can think of, and this is not exactly my realm of expertise, but it's the best theory I can come up with. Someone may have a powdered version of a potion.
Hmm.
If that theory holds weight, and she looked into Sonia with a very stern look of if, then that means someone that works with the kids directly or has any connection to the food or kitchen are the only ones that have that potion.
But the sugar was on them when I got them from Dr. Flairtone. I didn't think anything of it, because she said kids would be more prone to eating stuff with sugar on it, but...
This is usually true, and it would also be less likely to be checked, because, I mean, most people won't really pay attention to sugared berries. Like, the berries themselves might be checked, so they seem to be okay. Sugar being added probably wouldn't arouse suspicion with most people.
And it is the natural way of making jam. I'm still suspicious about this doctor.
You're not the only one if we're hearing her name constantly through this conversation.
Problem is twofold. We don't dare confront the doctor in the town during the day. But if we can follow one of those creatures back to her lair, back to their lair that is close to where she's at, or even where she's at, once we've dealt with her, then we can provide our evidence that she was not what she seemed to be. But we have to proceed with caution, because we need the people to be on our side as much as possible. That means we have to play this very carefully and let her slip up. Apply pressure whenever possible, but let her slip up, not us. We cannot seem to be too hostile or aggressive against the doctor without a lot more evidence, like physical evidence of her, if she's getting the medicine from somebody else, which could be an excuse that she could use, then we don't have any case against her. And it would seem very, very bad in the eyes of the townspeople, unless we have overwhelming evidence against the doctor that she is at fault. So the only thing I can do is have it to where the children and no one in the building takes any of the berries tonight, so that we aren't put into a deep slumber. And we stay up, keep watch for when or if these creatures come back and try again. Not knowing where they're taking the children, we have very little.
Sorry.
You're good.
You guys hear a knock on the wall. Says, Mom, can I borrow you for a moment? The doctor's downstairs.
Oh Oh, lovely.
Well, it seems like it's my turn to start playing the part. Honir?
Aye.
Sorry to
What's your
interrupt
name?
everyone. Sorry to interrupt everyone, but right now everything is not wanting to be working with me right now. That's why you've been seeing me hopping in and out of roll 20. Yay.
That's okay.
Nope, no worries, no worries.
Thanks. I shall mute.
Something was not going right.
Pardon, if I may ask, where's everyone else?
They're still in town.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. Aye.
Yep.
And Nephrite will go with Honir to find a small place to pretend to be ill. So, pray tell, what would actually be a good spot for that? Or does Nephrite need to stay in the room with everybody?
That's up to you.
We're going to Honir's old lookout. And Nephrite will pop in the bed with Zuri on Honir's shoulder.
Okay, it takes a short while, but you see all three of them come up, and as soon as the kids see Miss Flirton, they have a small gasp of happiness and wave to her. Hello, children. It's lovely to see you all. You've been taking very good care of them, Sonia. They look bright and chipper as ever. I do try my best. But I only see a few of them. Are the others playing outside? No, it's complicated. Well, I should not hold you up. I just brought you the berries that like you suggested. Put two of them in tea and it'll focus their brain power with more mathematics and all that. Thank you very much. You're welcome. And oh, I didn't realize you had visitors here. Hello, Sir Dwarf.
Hello.
And what is that on your shoulder?
My friend's construct, it is. She's currently resting. Not doing so well, you see. So, as a standard guard.
Oh, is she okay?
She's been irritable, very exhausted, and slightly itchy, if you get what I mean.
Do you mind if I take a look at her?
Very well, but know this, I'm watching you. I don't trust no bloomin' doctors.
A character? Wow, jovial, subtle, real subtle.
We're
Agreed.
We're
Let me
the
put-
traditional sort.
Let me give you also a quick reminder. If you pay attention to the sidebar chat, yeah, the rest of us that went into town would have been there as well if this was the real doctor.
Nephrite, you see the doctor come in, take a look at you and place her forehead on top of you, No fever. No cold sweat either. But big dark circles under your eyes. Are you alright, sweetie? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Faintly, but I can hear you.
She holds up 2 fingers and asks you, how many fingers am I holding up?
Can I roll a deception real quick because I need to make sure that I can lie my way out of this?
Sure thing.
Because I'm gonna lie and say, 4? No, 3. Nope. No, 4.
Roll deception.
No!
I'm
Let me-
exhausted, remember?
Yep.
Oh no!
Well, this could work 2 ways. It could be a success.
Or it could be a failure. I'm exhausted, you can't tell.
Doctor.
She doesn't say much, but kind of gets almost an inch away from your face.
Sounds disturbing.
Have you had any fainting spells, dear? Have you had much to eat?
Fainting spells, no much to eat. I ate about... She is literally counting in her head. 6 to 7 hours ago. And out of character, jovial, you're talking in front of a half-elf.
Yes, but does anyone else?
No.
I have no right to answer that because I'm not in the room.
I think things are still asleep.
Then it's probably a lack of food then in your system. She turns to Holonier. Have her rest on the couch on the bed for 1 hour and then prepare some food. I would start with hearty soup first, and then slow her into more of the big stuff.
Ring, ring.
Very well.
Alright. So just get some rest, dear. Everything will be alright.
Thank you, Doctor.
Now, if you may, I need to take my leave. I've got tons of other patients that need me. Feel free to call me, though, if anything happens to the children. I will. Thank you, Flirtown. Oh, you're very welcome.
And when she is clear out of earshot, and if the earrings are still buzzing in everyone's ears, Augment, you had 20 Drew-catching minutes, what?
Gee, thanks. Well, we just finished visiting the office of the doctor. She was in there, from what Nolan Cortana said. Please correct me if I'm wrong, though, that they didn't fill us in after leaving.
Yeah, they pretty much filled in what happened in the office.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, we're on our way back with a little bit of medicine. She was in there herself with her assistant.
Okay.
But didn't we just saw her?
You could see a hole near twitching and shaking a little before devolving into into muttering Dwarvish that is not safe for anyone.
Hi, no Dwarvish, PM it.
Yeah, and even though you're speaking Dwarvish, you did turn a number of the kids' heads.
No, he's grumbling it.
He's not saying it out loud. It's more grumble, grumble, grumble.
Okay, fair enough.
So technically, only Lorelai and Nephrite would be able to hear him, not the kids.
Yeah. And anyone who has an earring.
That too. I'm getting.
So either we're not dealing with the actual doctor at the office, or somebody is playing a double game. Or there's two of them.
Braki Scott.
I'm just gonna look to Null on the way back. Do you mind giving me a single bit of that medicine? And he's saying this with the earring still on.
You don't have in mind.
Hear me out. Holmir, did they get any medicine? Check if they got any medicine today.
By they, if you mean me, I can directly answer that to you.
Not
No.
you, Nephrite. I mean for the orphanage. Did the orphanage get any sort of medication, whatever they
Berries.
have? They got berries. So what does our medicine look like, Kat? Just look
yours-
like, not.
Yours looks like leaves.
Well, we got basic leaves. We're gonna have Lorelai. Lorelai, hopefully you can tell us what they do when we get back. But I wouldn't be surprised with this bit of information. Someone's using the doctor as a disguise, or somehow using some kind of clone spell. I don't know.
Croton Sagaraki. Ah,
Yep, and
And she
Cortana's-
must have a way to, and the doctor must have a way of communicating with this duplicates if she knew about that false diagnosis we gave about Nephrite.
I
Well-
don't think we've been dipped.
Hold on a moment. What did you give Nephrite? What was the diagnosis you got?
Bed rest and food.
Looks to know. What was the diagnosis you got?
Sorry, DM, I forgot what it was.
Exhaustion and fatigue.
Yeah, that
So
was that was
technically the
never was
Yeah,
combined.
the-
Not-
Yeah, but Cortana points out we didn't exactly tell her where Nephrite was.
Correct. We never did tell her either. Add to the fact that based off this information, you got two different diagnoses from two different doctors. So technically, this could mute the point of them being in
But-
contact with each other.
Well, then again, too, we did kind of lie.
Attempting to. And failing.
So, I'm sorry, guys.
For what?
I'm just gonna ruffle Quen's hair. You have nothing to be sorry for.
Context.
Apparently, Flaretone is the her mother that Quinn is associated with.
And loud enough to where the kids can hear it. I'm sorry. What?
The one who
Oh, no.
experimented on Quinn, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So, right now, I have a few crazy ideas I want to run by everyone. If you're willing to hear these possible crazy ideas, or do you want to stick to the sane one and leave the planning to Nephrite?
Well, let's get everybody back together. Our notes.
I think
I'm
that's a
actually
better
going to speak
idea.
up and say something. Sorry. I'm just going to say something a little bit crazy. I'm actually going to do something a little bit crazy. I'm going to stay by the office to see if that secondary one pops up.
You're not exactly a unnoticeable individual. How are you going to be unnoticed?
Oh, let's just say one of my spells I used when I met you guys was invisibility.
Which work as long as they don't have the ability to have see invisibility, like me.
Or
that's
me.
right. So yes. So technically that is a risk I'm gonna have to take though.
But if you're all alone and if you're caught, there's nothing we can do to help you.
That's why my plan is quite simple. If I feel like I might be getting caught, I will retreat.
It's your choice.
What do you want the rest to do? What do you want the rest of us to do, Ogman?
Meet up here.
Bingo, Nephrite.
Okay.
He's actually gonna kneel down to Quen's height, get him face to face. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Now take care of yourself first. The rest party is gonna be happy to see you. And he's gonna ruffle Quen's hair before standing back up.
Just be careful, Hawkman.
Please don't pull a Dezo.
If I feel like I'm about to, the first thing I'm doing is retreating.
Exactly what I need to hear from you. Because right now, fatigue is starting to win, and I really don't want to go to sleep right now.
I will say this though, if something goes horribly wrong, I will use the earring and scream kerplunk. How does that sound?
That sounds wonderful.
Another
Alright.
thing I'll do is that if I somehow get captured while I'm saying kerplunk, I will scream pretty much what I see around me, so you can get a general location of where I was last.
Thank you.
So with that said, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes for Cortana, Null, and Quen to come back.
Yeah, would Daisy be awake by now? Or no?
No.
No, not yet.
Okay. Okay.
You'll be asleep until early in the evening. I think it's mid-afternoon for now.
Yeah, but it is about mid-afternoon, pretty close to dinner time.
So at the start of dinner time, Dezo will be awake, and Nefre will still be running on fumes.
And tea.
Yeah,
Yeah, fumes and tea.
yeah, and
Because Holnir will continuously be making her energizing tea.
just without the berries.
Well, yes. He knows that some natural herbs, and he keeps a lot of tea bags on him.
Which, funny enough, out of character, I am legit drinking sweet tea right now from a tea bag.
Yeah. And Quen and Null, you guys can zoom out. You guys are over here.
Bye, Steve.
Sorry, I was typing something.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
that could have turned out a lot better.
We need to work on being liars.
I'm too honest.
The character, I can't not disagree with you. You guys sucked.
It was a roll of the die, and they were trying to think of something on the spot. Everybody's a bad liar when they're trying to think of something on the spot.
Thank you, Nephrite.
No, that was out of character.
I know. Can't I just mess with you guys like you mess with me?
Fair enough.
So, Null's gonna head over to Holnir, Nephrite, and Lorelei are, and he's gonna just hand over the herbs that we got from the doctor and have Lorelei look at them.
Okay, just give one moment because, well, Johnny could easily see what's going on, so he ushers the kids to go into the play area while the adults are talking.
Sure, Quinn counts as an adult, considering he's still a kid.
He's part of the group.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a joke.
And is Elise joining in, or?
I was gonna say with Dazo to fill her in. What the heck is going on? When she wakes up.
Nope, he's joined the group.
Okay.
What's up?
I got two. I can spare one. Flash of Genius to turn that 9 into a 14 in order for us to get some information.
I know I have a bit of. I'm a bit proficient in nature.
Okay,
help?
then I.
Yep, you can help. So, if you're offering to help, I can re-roll. We'll take the highest number.
Okay. So I retract the Flash of Genius.
+7 in nature.
Dazo is asleep!
I know, that's what it's like. Yeah.
Congratulations, Dazo. You played yourself.
So shoulda, woulda, coulda, already done. Shush.
Yep, so Lorelai looks at the leaves and yep, these leaves will have the healing properties the doctor suggested, and there's no sugar to them, so
I think these are go-to cola leaves.
yeah,
Actually,
exactly. Yes,
Hold
Home.
on for a second. You said the leaves don't have sugar.
No, they don't. They don't contain the potion theory that I presented.
Sonia, can you hear me for just one moment before I start taking those leaves?
I could brew them into a tea for you.
Thank you. But, Sonia, can you humor me for one moment? How often does that doctor come in?
For us, every 2 days or so?
You're saying that you've lost one child each night? Ever since she came around? More or less?
Yes.
Is anyone else picking up what I'm trying to put down?
I'll. Don't trust the doctor.
Out of character. I'm not, so I'm kind of thankful I'm not there.
So, which of the other children have gone missing?
Johnny, Sabrina, Cody, Beth, Gwen, Trent.
I get the reference.
I don't get it.
Same.
Full drama.
I don't get it.
Yep. Total
all-
drama. World Tour.
She's naming off all the characters that were eliminated from Troll Drama World Tour in that order.
I know. That's why I said it that way.
Why? Why can't I?
Because we're nerds.
Because it's a fun reference and it works.
I cannot disagree with that, but oh my gosh. Why do I hang out with you people?
Anyway.
Back on track.
Back
But
on
anyway,
track.
back on track. So far, 6 children gone in a span of, refresh my memory, DM, 2 months? Or a month?
About a month.
She's been busy. So either A, the doctor that Null and Cortana went to is the real McCoy in order to diagnose me with the exact thing I need, Or B, we're dealing with siblings, and one of them is more or less competent in regards to medicine.
And Cortana raises her hand. Or C, those two doctors might be completely different people, and we just lied about your diagnosis, and the actual doctor gave her the actual report.
Oh, we're dealing with a Sagaraki.
I think it's a lot more than that. I read her mind.
The one that just came here, or the one that you went to?
The one we went to, and okay, whenever you guys think of something, it's clear and loud in your heads. But when the doctor we saw was thinking of something, it sounded like her voice was very, very far away, like almost to the back of the classroom, almost.
I think I know it, but I'm not gonna spoil it.
I got a theory, however, if I roll it, it's gonna be a disadvantage.
Why do you guys keep thinking you need to roll for theories?
Because we don't want to break the game because of them.
Fair enough. I may make a suggestion. Maybe someone else is posing as her, like with an illusion spell.
It is possible.
Oh, everyone!
And
Everyone,
I saw. Mark it.
I am. That's why I brought it up. We have now hit 321.12.
Wow.
What does Alicia's Arcana stands for? What's the spell or magical property that he's thinking of that can do this?
Please tell us what you're thinking.
Oh, he's typing it out.
Mhm.
Sounds like some kind of ranged telepathy. So that question becomes, if this is the case, is the one that we saw here just one causing the problems? If so, we must assume that our cover is blown and we need to prepare for a full-on assault.
Ah, nuts.
I have to say this. They have an army. We have a hole near.
Nice.
They have actually, wait, they have an army. We have a whole near with haste.
And spider climb.
And that's better we... You know, I'm not going now, because the last time, it made someone mad.
Well, nothing to do now except prepare for tonight.
As much as I would love to take that medicine right now and Nephrite looked like that she's about to stumble over Holnir. This blast of fatigue is getting over me. It is about to win if I don't get caught. In the next 5, 4, 3,
I got you, lost.
2, and she just falls over Holnir.
I don't care if Drive says night night, Nephrite.
Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the mutants bite.
Alright. Let's get you into bed.
That was out of character.
It's okay. And Zuri is perched on top of the bed as a guard.
He's a night owl.
So guess what, everybody? Y'all finally get your wish of Nephrite from last session. She's going to sleep, however, you're going to be down the spellcaster. And a gun.
Two. Technically, you're going to be down a spellcaster and a great melee combatant in Augment.
For now.
Yep, so Nephrite is taking a long rest.
Sadly, yes, so that way she can shake off the exhaustion, so she won't be back up until, you said it's mid-afternoon going into dinner time for this, right?
Yes.
She won't be up until about approximately 5 a.m. in the next morning.
Alright, so what is the rest of you gonna do in the meantime?
You know what I'm doing.
Wait,
Yep.
you said at mid-afternoon, going to dinner. Dinner can be at any time,
True.
depending.
True, but traditionally, some people have dinner at around 6 p.m., i.e. right now for my neck of the woods. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, midnight, 1, 2... Strike that! 2 in the morning for the next day. So unless somebody's good with a gun, y'all can just scrounge Nephrite's gun out of her bag.
Quick thing, Elise did bring something up, so pay attention to the sidebar.
Yeah.
Since these creatures attack at night, perhaps we all must get as much sleep as possible.
First, we better grab a bite to eat before we hit the hay.
Yeah, don't pull enough, right?
Yeah, speaking of which, she probably should have ate before she went to bed.
Holnir filled her with tea and snacks.
Alright, fair.
Alright, so are you all gonna grab something to eat and take a cat nap?
Yeah.
Okay then. So
Before Holnir goes to sleep, he's going to go outside and do one quick thing.
okay.
Something that he's hasn't had the chance to do for this campaign just so far.
What, check on the
Probably-
body?
No. Hold on. It may need to do this, he says to himself. It should be within range. He sits down cross-legged and begins to focus and meditate.
Booyah!
Kasha.
Alright, so with Community Nature spell, you know that this is a pretty wide area. There are a number of trees and rock spouts, but most of the time it's plain open fields with roads, and you can kind of sense where the tents are from the people of Muirwood.
Speaking of Muirwood, can we just say between heading to town last session we did the peace treaty and such?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no interest in information there. Well, it was worth a shot. Yeah. And with that, Olnir goes back inside to the kitchen.
All by myself.
So, while everyone else is napping, or I'm gonna call for you guys, you be getting a short rest, while Nephrite and Dazo are still with their long rest. We're gonna cut right.
Wait,
Yes?
so I can. If I may ask, how long is the short rest gonna be?
It could be anywhere between an hour to 4 hours.
Well, crap, my trance is not gonna activate. Crap.
Your trance would activate because a full rest for you is 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is pretty much where Augment is whilst watching the doctor's office, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Augment is just still watching. They're trying to an extent, just blend in with the crowd sort of idea of people.
Yes.
But to an extent, still being aware of his surroundings. He's not taking any chances.
Yeah, Ben, as you look at the office, as well as the patrons that keep going in and out, you don't see anything unusual. And you keep waiting and waiting until you start to see the sun go down. Then you see them pop out. Thank you so much for today, Mrs. Blackford. Oh, you're very welcome, darling. Same time tomorrow, of course. Have a good night. You too, darling.
Out of character, because Quentin told us the name of the mother figure. What was her last name again?
Blairtown.
And that was her that I just heard you say her name, right?
Yes.
Nope.
Guys, I'm sorry the last name is crappy. I'm sorry.
Again, it's the one I'm pinging, right?
You heard this woman call this woman Flaretone.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so it was the one that I was pinging that just passed your character.
Yeah. After doing so, he's going to take a step back here to sort of try to break line of sight. He's going to wait for her to move about here before doing what he's going to do. So, give me a minute. Oh, come on. Don't be slow on me now, please. Where are you? He's going to cast... Come on. Bang. Damn it, you're being slow now, aren't you? Sorry, my thing's being slow, people. So I'm not really able to see right now, so...
What are you trying to cast?
That's level 5. Invisibility.
Got it.
So, yeah. On myself, so this lasts for an hour. So now I'm invisible, and I am going to follow her from about this far away. Now that he is invisible.
Okay. You see this one woman here going up to Miss Flirton. She says, thank you so much for saving my husband. And he's worked himself to death until you brought him back. Oh, it's no problem. Have a good evening, Lily. Thank you. If you're ever near our neck of the woods, please, we would love to welcome you for dinner. You see them, we'll walk up as she continues.
Pretty much using the corner here. Then he's gonna go here. He's also trying to make sure he's not accidentally stepping in front of any doors and such as well, so...
Yeah, make a stealth check, with, advantage.
Give me a second. Advantage. Where are you? Stealth. Yay!
17?
And since sadly Nephrite can't help me.
Hopefully their perception is low.
They're an evil, insane scientist. Their wisdom's gonna be high. Intelligence is gonna be low.
Vice versa.
If I may say, this woman is literally the definition of a snake in the grass.
Anyway,
Partly why Holnir called her a Thagaraki.
What is that?
A footpad, assassin, sneak thief.
Ahem, Cat.
Liar.
Yep, as you walk, and try to be as stealthy as possible, your shoulder accidentally bangs on the house. That makes her turn around.
Augment to an extent is just staying completely still as to make it seem like there's nothing going on.
Yeah, after a few minutes of looking around, she goes back and resumes her walk.
He's gonna take a little step away from the house and just be in the middle of the road. But still trying to keep an eye on her. Damn it, no, I don't want to multi-pick.
Can you make another stealth check, please?
With advantage?
Yes.
Oh, yay.
as long as he's invisible, it's gonna be at an advantage.
Oh, that's right, yeah. 16.
And I am... Oh wait, no, I might want to take away my spell slot so that way I don't forget that I used one.
Yes, that would be good.
Yeah.
You see her unlock a door and go into this house.
I'm just going to slowly approach here, and does he quickly find any windows he can just sneak a peek in?
You do find some windows, but they have their shades drawn.
Ogman's gonna have a devilish smirk on his face. And he's going to use... Where is it? I think it's... So I just want to make sure I'm reading the effects right. Right outside the door. Just for the instantaneous effect, not the concentration bit, hopefully.
You still would appear.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Yeah, because your invisibility is concentration.
Damn it. Oh, man.
If you
So you
cast
might
a
not
spell,
want to do that.
if you cast a spell or make an attack, invisibility ends.
Okay, fair enough. Better idea then. He's going to go up to the door still invisible. He's then going to knock on the door and then just hide right here while still invisible.
Okay, for that, I will definitely need you to make a stealth check for that.
I know, it's crazy, but...
Crazy,
Yes.
but it just might work.
Because she, after hearing the knock, she pops out. She looks around and trying to see where the knock came from. She turns to look at your direction, and for a moment, she squints her eyes as if she can see the outline of you. And
Get the crap.
she carefully reaches out her hand to feel if anything's there.
As soon as he sees her trying to reach out to him, he's going to cautiously and slowly take a step out of her, reach sort of idea.
So yeah, remember that scene in Harry Potter where
Yes.
Professor Snape thinks he sees Harry underneath the invisibility cloak and reaches out and doesn't touch him? That's basically what just happened.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I was actually looking for that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so seeing that there's nothing there, she goes back inside.
And Ogren's going to attempt to slip in after her.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
Please be good.
Wait, I gotta take off advantage. 19!
You make it through just before the door slams.
Oh.
Oh, thank gosh.
Okay then, time for the craziness. So I'm inside the house.
Yep, just give me one moment.